So welcome back everyone to another Delivered Food Review, and if you're new around here, please feel free to subscribe. However, this week, something slightly different, still a food review. Greg's doing burgers apparently, so stick around, you'll see exactly how I rated it, what it cost me, and more to the point, was the advertised anywhere near the reality? So as we finish off the unbagging as we do every week, and this week, as I say, is Greg's. I've never been to them in terms of a review. I've been to them many, many times in terms of pasties, etc. They're just so good. But we're not reviewing the pasties this week in terms of steak bake, chicken bake, etc. We were going to review the sausage roll just because it's Greg's. However, they didn't include it. So thanks for that. Anyway, I didn't realise till the next day, like a complete and utter moron. But either way, yeah, Greg's doing burgers, potato wedges. I don't think they do fries, wraps, chicken bites of various description, mozzarella cheese bites, which again, I don't think they had them available. It was towards the end of the day. And again, I've got the times completely wrong with Greg's, thinking they were similar to the other franchises, but they close at 7, I believe, weekdays, and 5 on the weekends. So that's why the video has been completely screwed up and ended up reviewing and, well, not reviewing, sorry, uploading today. So apology for that. However, there, Greg's taken on the mighty McDonald's. In the description, and I think previous towards the start of the video, there's a link to the Daily Mail and kind of like them waging war on McDonald's. And fair play to them. I mean, they are bakers at the end of the day. As I say, don't need to repeat it, the pasty is unbelievable. But just look at the prices there to start with. They're not actually out of this world. I mean, 4 cookies for £3.15. Have I actually got that right? Yeah, 4 cookies for £3.15. Unbelievable. I think unbelievable value in terms of cookies. Everything else, very good value. Obviously, you see the pictures there, just a few snapshots of each item, and then obviously the meal itself. Excuse me. So, Greg's, yeah. I don't know why I've not done these before. I think they started doing the burgers like back in March or something like that, but I don't know how many people actually know they do them. So maybe they just don't order them much, or people don't order them much. I don't know, but to start off with, the barbecue chicken bites, crunchy, bite-sized, spicy barbecue flavoured chicken breast pieces, includes a free sauce, apparently small but mighty. I think these, unfortunately, are sat in kind of the heat, the hot shelving they've got in there to keep obviously these kind of items warm rather than being done to order. So as you can see there, it's almost like a little bit, not chewy. The chicken breast was perfect, but the outer coating was getting towards being like crunchy almost. So it's probably been left out, you know, as part of anybody picking up any pasties and everything else as they go into the store, and now been used as part of the order. However, the burger, I don't believe was on a shelf or anything like that, or done to order. So you'll see that obviously in a minute. Chicken bite-wise, the coating very similar to popcorn chicken, a little bit crunchy, maybe a little bit harder. Obviously, if it was fresh, probably far better. They're almost like the KFC chicken bites that come with the sauces, cans of sauce and everything else. I think they're brilliant. Like, they're not particularly spicy, maybe a little bit of a barbecue sort of flavour to them. Chicken breast, as you can see there, which I think is excellent. I mean, even you think about McDonald's chicken nuggets, you know, the chicken selects in terms of fillets or breast meat. These aren't anywhere near that. And for the price, let me just check, £2.45. You don't get that many, but £2.45, again, brilliant value, absolutely brilliant value. On to the wrap. And to start with, the wrap, if I just check, was £4.65, which again, I wouldn't say was over the top, but it obviously isn't cheap. And the chicken tenders, so where's it, crispy wrap, made with Southern Fried Chicken Goujons, mixed leaf, cucumber, apparently a delicious dollop of seasoned mayo, lovingly packaged in a soft tortilla wrap. Tortilla wrap, brilliant. Obviously, I guess they're just marks that come from the manufacturer, but to kind of look like charring marks. Cucumber doesn't really add anything to it. Lettuce, mayo, yeah, quite nice. The chicken goujons could have done with being a bit bigger. The whole problem with the wrap is, and if you haven't, and you can see it on the screen, and you do want to, feel free to subscribe. But if you can give this video a like, I'd massively appreciate it either way. So the chicken goujons, yeah, I don't know. You can see there, they're not very big, but if they were just a little bit thicker, the problem with the wrap, which I was going to say a second ago, is you've got a lot of space, you know, unless you tightly wrap the wrap, as it were. So you've got to fill it with a fair amount of items. Why you're just eating tortilla, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. But when you're paying £4.65, maybe 3 goujons, something like that. But the flavours, the mayo, the leaves, it all adds to just a decent wrap. You know, equivalent to McDonald's wraps, or do KFC do wraps? I'm not sure they do actually. But either way, that aside, the wrap was very good. Again, they're not out of this world. They haven't got like a massive amount of flavour, but the actual product, the bun, the lettuce, the chicken, etc., is all really good quality. So maybe we could just do with being a bit more seasoned or something like that. The burger itself, I would say, if you didn't know this was from Greggs, you would happily assume it's from KFC. Advertised versus reality, as we do every week. A little bit far off. Like the bun was a little bit kind of squashed. It's just a soft, doughy bun. I can't think what else to call it. Very soft. So the chicken obviously stands up to it. The bun doesn't really break apart, but the bun edge there, it was like the bun had been cooked, flattened. They were a little bit like kind of bottom of the oven buns, I think they're called. A little bit like that. But generally just a floured or sort of semolina tops. I think it's semolina, is it? Top bun. So the bun, brilliant. Way too long. Apology for waffling there. And if you feel like unsubscribing for the waffling, please don't. Chicken breast fillet, brilliant. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like all of the stuff is really good, and I think all right, £4.90, nearly a fiver for the burger. I think that's kind of standard these days. But as you can see there, it wasn't like almost like the KFC flattened, to within an inch of its life fillet. So again, not massive on the flavours, but the actual items, again, I can't knock them. Just for the sake of it, trying their orange juice. It is concentrated, so it's never going to be pure orange juice. But it was good. And again, let's just look at the price of that large orange juice. £2.40. I think it's 500ml, so that's not too bad if you think about drinks equivalent. I mean, what else is there to say? Apart from, I should have said the sausage roll, £1.65, but obviously that wasn't included. It was orange juice. Onto the cookies. They are bakers, so you would expect to be pretty good. And they were. I had these many times before, but just for the sake of the review, part of the meal, kind of soft to the point where they, start to flex a little bit, but not gooey, not crunchy, not kind of, dried out. Plenty of chocolate. And these were really full of flavour. I mean, you can't really get any better. Full of sugar, full of chocolate. I mean, what else do you need? But for £3.15 for 4, I don't know whether they've got these prices slightly wrong somewhere. Spicy BBQ bites, £2.45. Anywhere else, you'd be easily looking at £3.50, maybe even £4.50. Cookies, easily £4.15. So, as you can see, or you will see, the price is there. Pause the screen, or pause the video more to the point, or take a screenshot. Really good prices. Now, the total came to over 20 quid, but I think that seems to be standard these days. So as you'll see with the ratings, not out of this world, but very, very good. Cookies, 9 out of 10. Pause the screen, pause the video even, and take a look. I appreciate everybody that's watched. And if you haven't, and you feel like it, check out these videos.